Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. And holy moly! Aren't they enjoying the consequences of their actions? And oh boy, it's hot as fuck. You're gonna see me complaining about this in a few segments on this video. Maybe if I space them out so I can have content when days are exactly like this and I don't have content to share on the channel. And boy, it's hot. I mean, it's hotter than goddamn Satan's bunghole in here. And dude, this computer is not helping because it's making it extra hot with its fans blowing out the heat from the processor up my face. It's actually a great idea to keep the computer cooled down with the extra fans I have, but definitely not a good idea if they are pointed at your face. Nearly half of from the New York Post. Nearly half of NYC's top earners have considered fleeing the city. Poll says. Nearly half of the New York City residents earning six figures or more have considered fleeing the Big Apple during the coronavirus crisis over cost of living concerns, according to the new poll. This is what happens when you increase the taxes on the rich. When you increase so much that they think, hey, it's not worth what we are paying for in taxes over here. We are not getting the value for our money. So, toodles! Enjoy your shithole! Bye-bye! And they leave. And if you don't know, even though I've never been to New York, I absolutely love the city. I mean, the architecture, the history, everything related to the city. I absolutely love it. Obviously, I don't like what they have been doing to the city. I mean, the excessive taxes, the absurd prices from what I've been told and other things like that. I absolutely don't like it. But I still love the city. I mean, I use it as a background to my goddamn videos. Look at this. I actually took a picture, edited the shit out of it, and made it nighttime. It was actually a daylight city, a daylight picture. I made it nighttime and made it look like you're in sort of in New York. That's how much I love New York. I've never been there. I wish I could live there someday, even though I don't feel like like enjoying the absurd taxes they are charging everybody in there. But, or even the government in there, and I mean the Democrat government ruining the city. I absolutely hate them for what they are doing to the city, but I still like the city, even though they are ruining it. But let's go before the heat kills me. Research with Siena College researchers with the Siena College Research Institute and Manhattan Institute surveyed 782 city dwellers making $100,000 or more about life in the age of virus. In results released Wednesday, the survey conducted between July 13 and August 3rd found that 44% have thought of leaving the city in the past 4 months, with 69% citing cost of living as the main reason to move. Oh Jesus Christ, it's so hot that I'm actually losing focus. Don't tell me I don't sacrifice myself for you guys. Don't tell me that. I'm making a lot of sacrifices here. I mean, even stale goddamn fucking coffee to keep me awake in this goddamn heat. I have a tendency of actually starting to fall asleep, or I don't know what it happens, but when there's the heat is too much, or there's a heater that's out of control, even in a cold environment. That was pretty much specific in my university days back in the UK. In which they will blast out the goddamn heater and make me think I'm in some goddamn African jungle or something like that. And sweat balls. I mean, my ass would sweat so much that I would leave that swamp ass moist and evidence on plastic chairs. That's how bad it was and how bad it is right now. I start to fall asleep. I don't know why. Maybe it's the pressure or something like that. Wait, where was I? Oh right, my brain is cooking. That's why. Quality of life in the city that never sleeps has taken a hit too during the pandemic. Just under 4 in 10 respondents said quality of life is now excellent or good, a plunge from 79% who felt that way pre-coronavirus. And it could be because many feel like there's no end in sight. Nearly 7 in 10 polled believe it will take longer than a year for life to return to normal. The study also gave insight as to how many top earners are working from home. A majority of respondents, 53%, are now calling about their new office, while 21% aren't working at all, though the poll notes they could be retired, furloughed, or independently wealthy and receiving passive income. And the bulk of them, 65%, believe working from home is Gotham's new normal, with 30% of respondents citing the new setup as driving force behind wanting to get out of Dodge. Holy shit, I'm melting here. I mean, with Mayor Bill de Blasio ruining the city, I mean, he has 14 staff or so to help his wife, with some of them getting paid over $100,000 to do diddly fucking squat. While the entire city, the people who keeps the city afloat by their jobs and everything else, may face the axe. I think there are about 20,000 people who may face the axe because of bad policies from Mayor Bill de Blasio. And then we have Andrew Cuomo fucking things up too with the city, and then the way they handle the pandemic with sending sick people to nursing homes and other things. I mean, how can you ruin such a big, beautiful city, an icon to humanity? I mean, when you think of America, the first thing I think of is New York. At least in city, I mean, I fell in love with the city listening to Frank Sinatra, the song New York, New York. I mean, come on. That's iconic. How can you people ruin such an icon? It's beyond me. I mean, absurd. Holy shit on a pickle. And look at this picture. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is a city. Well, except these legs. I mean, it reminds my dad's legs. That's how weird it is. But look at the architecture. Look at everything here. God damn it. That's all the shitty pictures you have of that beautiful city. Come on. And you call yourself the New York Post? I mean, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful architecture, beautiful city. But no, let's ruin the city. Let's ruin it. Because, well, diversity. Let's virtual signal and ruin the city. Yay! Residents who make $100,000 or more make up to 80% of New York City's income tax revenue. Yes, exactly. They are the ones that overwhelmingly pay for all the services in the city. Imagine if most of them leave. You're gonna lose that 80%. You're gonna lose everything. You fucking idiots. Go and tax them more. Make them leave. That will fix the city. Making the city governments vulnerable to tax-based erosion, wrote the study's author Michael Hendricks, MI's director on state and local policy. Among political parties, there was a stark divide over whether the Big Apple is on the right track. 62% of Democrats believe it is. I don't. While 72% of the Republicans think the city is headed down the wrong path. I agree with those Republicans, and the other 38% of the Democrats. Those surveyed were comprised of 71% Democrats, 11% Republicans, and 14% Independents. The poll has a marginal error of 4 percentage points. Look, I agree, they are fucking ruining the city. I mean, you have Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez who fucked up the entire thing by driving Amazon out of New York. Come on! Such a huge boost in taxes and employment. And what does she do? She drives them away. Congratulations, you socialist bimbo. You fucking stupid bimbo. I mean, A broken clock is right twice a day. I commend her on that she's pretty. She's probably the prettiest Democrat there. That's how bad they are. But also because she also stood up against tech tyranny from some tech corporations in the past. And that, on my view, is a big, huge plus on what she did. But beyond that, she's actually... You know? Anyway, before I die, I'm gonna end this video. So thank you for watching. Good night. And if I'm still alive after this video, well, consider it how strong I am. I'm such a chad to sacrifice myself for you guys. Good night.